Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for Servant Season 3, the first 5 episodes. Thanks so much to Apple for giving us screeners for that. Don't worry, this is a non-spoiler review. I'm not going to be giving my full review score because I haven't watched the whole season yet. When I have, I will come back and revisit this. For now, this is kind of a plot point, kind of reminding you what's happened and what you can kind of expect for this series should you invest your time again into watching another season. Were you one of those ones where you're not sure whether you wanted to carry on with this season? Let's jump in. So 6 months have passed since we saw the family, and Leanne at the end of season 2, we saw Leanne have to deal with one of her family members in a really horrific way. And it's all seemingly feels like a false sense of security in season 3, at least for the first few episodes. We have Jericho, who's been doted on by the parents. Leanne is wondering when her family, the cult, is going to come and get her, or she's expecting basically a war, a battle. This series really leans into that religion cult feeling this time round. So where it's been leading up to in those first 2 seasons, we know they have, well, Leanne definitely has a power of sorts. They've been showing us little bits through really creepy imagery. This time around, I feel like they've really lent into that, and we're wondering whether Leanne's actually the good guy or the bad guy, or what's going on with her psyche. As she feels more enclosed, having to spend a lot of time at home, it feels like she's unraveling more and more, and she's playing a little bit more with, you know, what the cult has imbued her with, or whether that's imbued naturally into her. It's a very creepy series, but I feel like M. Night Shyamalan should definitely keep to this. I prefer this series compared to some of his other works of late. That's just my personal preference. I think the imagery, once again, is creepy. Even though sometimes what you're seeing on screen isn't scary, it just has an ambiance of stuff is going to happen, or there's shadow and lighting. You expect to see something out of the corner of your eye, and then there's nothing there. And when you do, it's not a jump scare, it's just a thing that happens. We have Rupert Grint, who once again is addicted to something. His character has always been that character, that brother that is addicted to something and ends up causing issues for the family. That is definitely playing a role here. I feel like he has more of a character role this time round, definitely with his relationship to a certain somebody. He comes in with a new girlfriend, and then that seems to complicate things. He's still messing with drugs and stuff. I really liked his performance in these first 5 episodes. I thought he was fantastic. The mother and the father, you know, we still have them in their own worlds, trying to come to terms with the fact that they now have a child and they want to keep that perfect, but also have a sense of normalcy. That is all like the shell. It feels like they're definitely walking on shells, while Leanne is freaking the hell out. And so we have these two contrasts under the roof of one house, and watching Leanne kind of break apart and break down and simmer into what she probably is really creepy. It's a fantastic series to watch. I've been on board since episode 1, but I really hope that they don't drag it out much longer. I feel like maybe season 4 needs to be the wrap up of the whole story. If you drag it out much longer than that, it does feel like it's going to be stringing on for no reason. I feel like this first half has been tighter and more interesting story than the second season. I loved the first season. The second one was okay. This time around, I'm fully invested. There are creepy things going on in the background through the imagery, like I mentioned. The acting is once again top notch, and you kind of love to hate the characters' decisions sometimes, or not see things that are there that should be obvious to that are obvious to the audience, that are screaming out for you to kind of grab them and say, if you could turn around, or look what's happening under your roof, or actually things are not quite like what you seem. There is an air of disbelievability that you have to put on when watching this show in order for the story to be as complex as it is, to move along like it does, especially with the sort of cult nature. I thought Leanne's performance, well, the character Leanne, her performance was fantastic in this, because she gets a lot more to play with in this. I like seeing the route and the path that they're going down. It definitely feels like she is a duck out of water. She's living in a place that she doesn't feel at home in, even though it's meant to be her home. Because she is like a butterfly, or a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Who knows what she's turning into, but she's definitely going through a transformation in the series, which is the most interesting thing to watch. Very interesting. I'm really hoping that we do get that I guess that battle, that war that they've been threatening. Which way that goes, I'm not sure, which keeps me guessing, which I really like. I don't want to guess all the plot points. Very much enjoying so far. Probably would be my favourite if it keeps going the way, out of the 3 seasons, if it keeps going the way it has been. Let me know your thoughts down below when you've watched these episodes, or if you've watched the first episode of season 3 so far, which dropped on Apple today. Are you excited to watch the rest? Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.